Casanova waits for you, baby. The only time that you say that you hate me is when I take the last slice of pastry. Now I'm on the run. Loving you till kingdom come, but you drive me crazy. Send someone, still my billboard baby. Wanna be the busy baby. I'ma get it, I mean like by me. I just wanna be there when you need me. Baby, now you're my kind of need. Sing all day, yeah. Overdose, my body overdose. I'ma say you got it, overload. I know you follow, gonna do.
Another beautiful episode of the Rhythm Scoop Show right here on the Black Fire Network radio station. My name is Joby, in case you tuned in for the first time right here, and of course Karibuni. We do it right here every Monday and Fridays. It's all about art, entertainment and culture, and of course it is exactly 30 minutes past 3 p.m. and we are on time today. And of course Karibuni sana. If you, in case you're not catching up with us, you better run. But Karibuni sana, in case you're just tuning in, kindly do smash the like button. Those who are with us on YouTube, those who are with us on the radio station, Karibuni sana. Hope you guys are getting us loud and clear. Once again, my name is Joby, the captain of the show. Katie Enshmani in the building.
Yes, Wagwan, my people. We were with you just few minutes away. But anyway, Karibuni sana once again to another episode.
A few minutes ago.
I mean, it's just a way. It's away, like cause a few minutes away, a few minutes ago, or whatever. Kizungu simdomo changu. Don't tell me shit. But anyway, my people.
It's away.
It's away. Leave me away. Leave me away. But anyway, my people, yes, Karibuni sana once again on today's amazing episode of the Rhythm Scoop Show. Get to enjoy. My name is Katie, in case you're joining us for the first time, and I hope you're going to enjoy. Remember, we are live and interactive on our media handles. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and also we are active on our WhatsApp number, which is 0705 428 388 0705 428 388.
Yes. Go on, beautiful people. My name is SH with the Money Plants. Karibuni sana. Let's enjoy this amazing show of the Rhythm Scoop Show. Karibuni.
Yes, you heard it from the girls, and of course Karibuni sana. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you've had a beautiful weekend. Mine has been great. I can't complain. And of course we shall be coming back after this short musical break. The first jam we began with, that was Ayara. Ayara
Yeah.
featuring Mavis. Hey, wow, watu wote.
Yeah.
I think they make a very good perfection with this other guy.
Yes, featuring Don Jazz.
Uyo. Uyo. But anyway, karibuni sana. We're diving into some Niger music right here on the Black Hot Fire Network radio station, media of the 21st century. And of course, 32 minutes past 3 p.m. right here in the 254. We'd love to hear, in case you're new here, where are you streaming and listening to us from? Yes, we shall be coming back with the quotes of the day. So in case you have anything positive for the week, and of course, happy new week to everyone. And I'd love you to share anything positive to keep us going till the end of the week. Keith, I see you on TikTok. Can you give us a quote of the day kindly? Keith, has Keith ever given a quote of the day?
No.
Never. Imagine. We'd love to hear a quote of the day from you. Yes, and my quote of the day today is pause. Take a step back for a moment and regain perspective. You may be getting too caught up in the situation to the point that you can't see outside of it. Pause, reflect, and take your power back. That's my quote of the week.
My quote of the day says, Mondays are the start of the work week, which offers new beginnings 52 times a year.
My quote of the day is a funny one. It says, Dear Monday, I want to break up. I'm seeing Tuesday and dreaming about Friday. Sincerely, it's not me, it's you.
Able rewind that quote.
Dear Monday, I want to break up. I'm seeing Tuesday and I'm dreaming about Friday. Sincerely, it's not me, it's you.
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
We blame it on Monday.
Blunders.
That's why they call me for fun, say my blessing.
Shout out to Harrison Mwendwa. Oh, ni Musoka.
Musioka wewe.
Ni Musoka. Harrison ni Musoka.
Unatumiwa nyuki wewe. Unatumiwa nyuki. Unasoma Musioka Musoka.
It's Musoka.
But anyway, family, karibuni sana once again. This is the Black Hot Fire Network radio station. In case you're new here, karibu sana. Kindly tap the screen for those who are with us on TikTok, and for those who are with us on YouTube, kindly smash on that like button. And of course, karibu sana. Let us know how your weekend was. We'd love to hear from you. 35 minutes past 3 p.m. And it's all about arts, entertainment, and culture right here with us. How are you guys?
I'm fine.
Happy New Week.
Happy New Week.
You good?
Yes.
I'm good. How was your weekend?
Fantabulous.
Fantabulous. Doing what? Were you cleaning, doing laundry?
Hey, I was not. I was actually far from Nairobi.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, Auntie Mado. It's the money speaking.
No.
It's the money getting
No, Joby.
The money is getting you out of the county.
Don't let Joby confuse you. I don't have money.
Auntie Mado, na hiyo hashtag yote.
Yeah, hiyo hashtag si haikuwa inakuanga ya asubuhi. After 12 I don't have money.
Wallahi.
Yeah.
Range umeacha kwa
Range iko. The range is there, but that doesn't mean I have money.
But anyway,
I'm highly taxed because of that range.
Man, I tell
Literally,
you.
I was indoors.
What? Doing what?
Literally, I got home on Friday and I left the door on Monday morning.
Oh my goodness.
I never went out.
You behaved this weekend. Man.
I mean, wife material.
Wow. For me on Saturday, I
Who
went-
needs a wife?
Hashtag wives.
On Friday, I was indoors, of course, after the show. We had an amazing show on Friday at night. after that, Saturday I was indoors. We had an amazing session on Saturday. For those who are with us on TikTok, we appreciate you. HR had a DJ session with the DJ K Rider. Shout out to him, and it was so dope. And then after that, we went out. And I was chilled yesterday, of course. Nikiunguza ile kitu, unajua.
Shout out to you.
Nikisikia madhogodhanyo.
Okay, but I see Anthony Kiune in the building. Shout out to you, Anthony, and thank you for tapping the screen for us.
Yes, karibu sana. And for those who are with us on YouTube, we'd love to hear, how did you spend your weekend? Kid, how did you spend your weekend?
I think that is us.
Uh-huh.
It's not cute.
Yeah, and Kid is also in the building. Like, yeah. I think that's why I'm confusing with Kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I got it now. But anyway, shout out to Kid. Wherever he is, Manzeba, and to everyone who's tuning in. And of course, as we start with the weekend recap and what has been going on, you guys, I think you spoke a lot on the Vibe Show, but of course, me being here, I don't want to miss on the Udaku.
We have two cameras.
It's the rhythm scoop show.
We have to serve the people of YouTube.
Period, man. But yes, we had a lot of shenanigans going on. Event-wise, I don't think there was any event.
Diamond.
Diamond.
And
By the way, shout out to that. I didn't know that was actually what the set was all about.
You thought he was really sick?
Yeah. No, I didn't follow up a lot on the internet this weekend, be honest, so I sikujua what was really going on. I just saw Nairobi Gossip posted he's sick, so I was like, wow, he's sick, man. Upon it, amegonjeka, by the way, but I wish him quick recovery. But now you discussing, I had you discussing on it about it on the Rhythm Scoop Show. And
Simba hazigonjeka. Simba kigonjeka anakufa.
I had to speak about it, and you said that was actually a grand entrance of him performing, and I think we've discussed this before when Ali Jikujana was when he was on a casket, and they had Calligraph Johnson also pulled up and said that I've done that before, and you spoke about it, and I remember you two had a few at some point. You're like, she said it's not cloud chasing. You're like, that is cloud chasing, and I kind of agree with Shimani. It's cloud chasing because if I look at the page I'm looking, Bongo Star Diamond Platinum's hospitalized, and that's it.
That's clouds.
That's it. No any show. I didn't see any post of his show after this, like him performing the grand entrance and anything. So I still believe he's hospitalized. I'm supposed to basically believe he's hospitalized.
Tell that page it's sleeping.
It's sleeping, man. Say it's our dear own, a very dear own. But that is quite amazing.
For one.
It's cloud chasing, but again, it's a point of when you speak about grand entrance, I think it pulled it. Getting the attention, and of course
he really got the attention.
Getting the attention, people being worried now, did I pay for the ticket, and all this didn't happen and all that. But on the other news and updates is about violence. We've seen Tajiri Bibia Tajiri has been injured, and I think when you talk about abusive marriages, this is something happening on the ground daily. Apparently, this is a discussion tuko nayo kila siku. Apparently, this is a discussion we've talked about on the Rhythm Scoop Show a couple of times, of where we've spoken about. I think actually it was pulled by one of the mainstream medias in Kenya that 73% of the women in Kenya believe they are objected. They're subjected to bwana zao wanafaa kuwapiga, one, if you go out without permission, if you don't cook well, and a lot of nonsense that is still a culture, actually a very immoral culture that is still being practiced by our very dear own men. But with this, what is happening, I want to tackle much on it, but personally I love the fact Amber Ray came out and spoke about it, because we know her as a socialite, but at the same time her coming to the being open and confident about, I am claiming to be happy, but apparently not all happy marriages end up well, because there's no way I'm going to accept, and I agree what you said early in the morning, and shout out to the stupid husband, because once you hit a woman, that's it. You can't say I just did it once and that does not make me an abusive partner.
And he's putting this on alcohol.
No.
He's actually
a man. Can you imagine? If it was a woman, would say so. Dem kuna venye utakuwa too all out.
No, he said on the statement, we were drunk. He's putting this on alcohol.
that is stupid. One, you have children, and I believe we have like two children of his that are so far known. Mtoto wa kuna mle mdogo na kuna mkubwa.
They are three apparently.
Na achana na Amberray.
Amberray, the girl in high school, I don't know, primary, and then there is this one that was supposed to be baby dad when
Baby mama drum.
Even a
Kuna wa birthday. So
Ati moja nikataza birthday. Ni sawa.
you guys
Ni huyo. We get it. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
So first we saw Amberray, she's the one who came and spoke about whatever happened. Sikusoma the whole statement personally. First nikafikiria ni cloud chasing.
Okay.
Then I saw later one of the blogs wrote and the wakasakul mali akona alama inaonekana amepigwa. And now the husband came out, or the fiance came out and spoke, and he was like, yes, we broke up and I did this and this and this and this and I'm sorry. Well, personally I do not advocate, neither do I support an abusive person.
Now, before we continue, somebody today on TikTok, we were talking about cloud chasing. Alikuwa nasema, what is this cloud chasing you keep on talking about?
Wow.
I don't understand what cloud chasing is.
It's cloud.
Yeah, but he kept on asking about cloud chasing.
Nikiki.
Crazy man. But I don't know if you guys have any, I know you spoke about it, I don't know if what you
let's
have to
just
say.
put it
Basically, majorly talking to the women who are in abusive marriages, because I've seen this Maramob personally, and with someone I've seen that you could be beaten na asionge, like anachapa lakini aongei, and this happens a couple of times where men will threaten you, or if a woman does not have the confidence to go to the police station or even address anyone outside there to seek for help. And these are a couple of things that are leading to actually depression in marriages and a lot of things that are happening. So I don't know what you guys have to say.
I think, well, I don't
On
know.
a wider perspective, not
On a
just
wider
Amberray.
perspective, if you're a woman and you're going through this, man, just walk out, walk out, because now if you're married to this person, this means that you chose a decision to be married and to have like a relationship and to stay with this man. Imagine now the moment he has started showing violence to you.
Even in Anzanga.
And imagine, okay, he might say we were drunk, but now the reason that made you this angry to put a hand on me even if we were drunk and in front of people, I still don't understand. So if you are in a marriage that has these issues, just walk out, because he will never stop. He will keep on trying to blame it on something. I was angry. I was in my, he said in that weakness. What? Let me find it.
So
No, I sincerely regret my action in that moment of weakness. There will always be that moment of weakness, and they will blame it of weakness. Just walk away, Morife.
Personally, I wonder which are these 70. I keep wondering. This 73% of women who actually think it's okay to be beaten.
We
by
were
their
not
men.
asked.
We were never asked, and I do believe
It was
these
not
73. I've never met any, because every woman I meet, they are against this violence. I've never had a woman say, "I want my man to beat me." So this 73, I don't know what logistic was used, but I've never seen that. Again, on violent relationships, of course, it's not something that is new here with us talking about it. As a woman, you should be out there as an example, because you have a daughter.
True.
You have kids who are going to see this, and if they see their father beating you, they also become violent. There is a data, or rather there is a psychological analogy where it states that when your son sees, sons are a replica of their father. So wanaona baba mama wanachapwa kila siku, and when they grow up, they tend to be wild. And you ask yourself, why is my son behaving like this? Because this is an example that you guys set when they were young, and they grew up seeing this as a norm, so it becomes a problem. We'll also set a good example to your daughters. This guy is talking about having 2 daughters. If you're laying hands on your woman, what are your daughters going to take from this? One day if your daughters are beaten up, what excuse are you going to give? Because you used to beat their moms, so you can't even know, why does he have 2 baby mamas already? Maybe he was in a violent relationship.
True.
Why is it that the other baby mama was beaten? Ask yourself this type of questions, and then you're like, how do I blame it? And then the worst part is, full of cloud chasing. Now you're not even sure where the truth lies. You know, so it's just super crazy. Apart from also, and I keep telling these people, like, wow, very bitter, I'm asking, who asked you to explain to us? Why are you putting it out there?
If you're
for
sorry,
others?
you're sorry to your woman, not us.
Go and talk to your woman. You talk about you want to set this off social media, but you're explaining to
The
people
next
on
moment
media
you're seeing
what
you
is wrong with you
on
as a
blogs.
man. And I say one thing, sometimes these are just boys, you know, because these are just boys, because I don't believe real men would act like this. Unajua, sometimes you date up, but I'm telling you, age is a number. Sometimes even a 40-year-old man is behaving like he's 17, you know, and you're like, why are you a kid and you're 40? You find somebody who is 20 has a mature brain. So sometimes the way you handle stuff, and nakwambia, me hata watu wa hate kibe, I always see this coming, and it always runs, you know. I've seen it on a lot of blogs, people coming out to say, hey, and then you see the reactions, you're like, oh my god. So it's really true. So yes, please, women,
I remember,
select a man.
I remember my business teacher used to tell us like this: maturity is not age, but a state of mind. And for a fact, it's true.
Yeah.
So, okay, I've even thought out of this story in a different way. Remember, Ambare has a son who is maybe headed to high school.
Yeah,
Isn't he?
he's growing up.
Yeah, and this son is seeing this man maybe beating up the mom.
Yeah.
Now, what if these sons decide to become protective and protect the mom? And now this man will come and say, this child hates me.
Or beats yourself.
Yeah. You know, not even beat your son. Imagine now, you know, this son is so big, and right now, Joby, if you see your mom being beaten by a man, you will come and protect.
Defensive, of
Yeah,
course.
you will defend your mom. So imagine right now the scenario, and imagine if they decide to come back together. Do you think that this son will still have the same love that he had towards this man?
Of
If
course
the,
not.
if that was the case, if the story really happened, if whatever the bloggers are saying happened, really happened, of course the son will never express love towards this man again, because I cannot let you beat up my mom and then I just pretend to love you. No, I'll express a lot of anger to you.
Exactly. One thing I also learned about this story is, please let us not give pressure on social media. He came out to say personally, we look good out there, but our relationship is normal. We have ups and downs. Those who actually look up to these social media couples, they think everybody is God, you know, God of who, CG, locate me. You don't know what people actually face down there. And then you go out there, give pressure to your men.
Manze.
You know, the women
Manze.
who are like that, oh, you didn't buy me a car, oh, you didn't do this. You forget about even understanding your relationship. You get influenced with what you see on social media. And then you find out later this person has been being beaten every day, beat you up. I buy you a Range Rover. Being a low, it's very normal.
I remember
it's
growing
very
up.
normal.
I
They'll
remember
cheat and
growing
buy
up.
you a car.
Growing up, actually, sijui kama ni mimi, but we've had this notion.
Yeah.
Rich people are not happy.
Exactly. They
Like
have
most of
really
the
big problems.
couples who have like their goals met, sijui they are having a lavish whatever, most of them are not happy, especially the kids.
Yeah.
They go through a lot because of being in a house which is full of chaos,
Yeah.
a lot of drama,
Yeah.
and this actually finds like it happens to affect a lot of children.
Yeah.
But to tap on what you just said, I think it's true. You need to, especially to this to us women,
Yeah.
we jump into relationship, and something you also mentioned earlier, like stop jumping into relationship without knowing a man first.
Yeah.
Figure out why did he leave, especially a married
last-
man, a
Yeah.
pre-married. Is it pre-married? I'm a married,
Yeah.
a already married man, you know, who has kids, not just
Who
a
has
kid.
baby mamas.
He has baby mamas. He has just one baby mama.
No.
But the two are kids. The two kids.
Oh, different baby mamas. Okay.
He has two. Now Ambare is going to be the dad.
Wow, amazing. Oh wow, nasha proposiwa. You as a woman, track back the relationship of this man. Me actually, if I were you, I'd be friends with the baby mamas.
No.
I would.
I wouldn't.
I would be friends with the baby mamas. Not in a relationship, in a manner of where I wanna monitor this man, but I wanna know.
just take
I wanna
time.
know.
Joby, I do prefer take time to know your man. Don't rush into 1 year relationship and then like that, because baby mamas are also will not talk good about their
True.
men, because at a certain point she's bitter at the place where you are as a woman. That's why you saw that woman not being able to allow her kid to go and celebrate her birthday because it was being hosted on Amber Ray's home, you know, because there's another woman involved. I do believe some baby mamas are crazy and they don't always have something. I do believe the only option is take time knowing your man. As for that time, he is yours, you know. Take time, jua vizuri, however much time you need. Don't give yourself pressure, oh, we need to do this. And you know, social media couples, they want content, so they even get married because of content. You know, like
Competition.
engagement, oh, CG content, oh, CG baby shower, oh, content.
Say marriage
You know,
imekuwa ni
like, what is
competition.
happening?
The families, do
Yani
the
sisi
family,
tuolewe tupate content.
the which family? Oh,
And even when I'm getting proposed, nobody's gonna know because I want it as private as that.
make your life private, especially your love life. Not everybody wants the best for you.
Now
Not
see,
everybody.
social media in-laws are now happy. Everybody is talking about
That's
it
it.
because you gave out your personal life on social media. And let me tell you, social media will kill your family. She's gonna go on social media if she's a social media woman.
The kids.
First and foremost, your wife is full on social media.
kids.
So you can't tell her she won't be on social media. She's gonna see everything. And at a certain point, there is a power that is played in the mind. Just reading comments and reading everything what people say. Sometimes inakuingilia deeply down in your head.
I think something also these celebrities don't get, and it's something we've discussed before when we've had Diana, Marwa, and Morgan being discussed under the dressing code, and we talked about the effect children get after this backlashing, all this internet drama. If I go to school, kids are gonna be shaming me, oh, your mom did this, your mom acts like this, your dad acts like this, kumbe you're not even happy, you guys, you know, it's the kids. I think this is something also these celebrities need to take. You being an adult, you being a parent, you need to look at not just you feeding the social media in-laws. Unafikiria
And
you're
you
giving us
forget about
pressure.
even
Exactly,
your
you think
children.
you're giving us pressure, but this is literally destroying
Now
your
imagine
family.
those children. Imagine Kina Gavin, they will go to school and they are like, I saw your mom got beaten.
Exactly.
Eh? I saw your
Especially if
dad
the
is-
moms,
Yeah.
especially if the kuna wale couples, they discuss like they discuss couples like
Exactly,
let's say
and
kama
it's
mimi na
sad.
school na mtoto Ambare, I'll go home and tell my mom, mommy, I studied with the kid of Ambare.
Yeah.
Then the mom now hapo ndo anaanzanga kuongea sa the couples uko like
And even kids are not dumb. They're on social media.
Yeah.
They'll just run through it
Yeah.
and see at a certain point. So you also have to check. Have you seen watoto wa Jalango on social media? You don't even know how they look
I
like.
don't know
You
them.
never even take a picture of
I
them.
not even, he doesn't
He
have.
has kids, almost
see
3.
them. You
Now
will see
nasema
them.
I'm keeping them off social media till an age where they make it for themselves. I wanna be on social media. Let it be a personal thing. She's or he is a grown up. I decide kukua social media. Mtoto wa 6 months ana comment anaenda kupik mama yake kwa jet. This is my
Oh, mtoto anajua kizungu kunili.
Oh
it's
my
crazy,
God.
man.
Crazy.
Just an advice: be better. You know, when you're getting into a relationship, especially, you know, if someone has been married before or not, just pick better. Whatever Shimani said, you know, make better choices. Learn someone before you make a commitment, especially if they have children. If it's not yours. And you know, if you can cope with that, if you can cope with abusiveness, then sawa, waendelea tu.
Choose a man.
Exactly. But as we move on, we want to talk about the demolition of the houses
So
in
there's somebody who
Adeliva.
really loves that.
Being beaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joby was telling us
It's
about
satanic.
Yeah.
They're saying
Can't you don't believe that people would really like they're women?
So it's a, you know how I'm afraid me kupiga unaonanga whenever there is a war I come on the side.
The women, let me tell you, women outside there sijisaki kuongea
they'll
mingi.
poke you.
Ooh.
They'll poke their man. You know?
Sijisaki kuongea
Nipige
mingi.
tuone we ni mwanaume.
Eh.
Nipige.
Nipige.
And then ukimpiga, that's how you they prove. And then
Na baada atakupea usiku.
Na mtapendana.
Roho
man.
safi.
Don't play, man. But anyway, as we get to the next story, this is about the demolitions. Should we call it demolitions or land grabbing of land in Athi River.
Both feet.
Both
feet.
Both feet. Okay.
Demolition
So
straw.
that was yesterday, and is it did it happen today, Majana?
From Friday.
From Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me, I saw it yesterday, and people have been talking online, and people are so mad. I saw one of the governors of I don't know if I can get
Is
the
it
video.
It's Kajiado Wavinya?
Yeah. She's with Kajiado.
No,
Yeah.
not Kajiado.
Machakos,
Machakos,
sorry,
yeah, because
Machakos.
Ndeti. I remember the name is Ndeti.
Wavinya.
Yes.
Wavinya and
Machakos,
Ndeti.
yeah.
Let me see if I can get the audio video of it as I share it, because she became even emotional about
Another
it.
kulia.
So I was like, does she really mean she's emotional ama anaffectia? Because one, these are people on the same political panel, and I don't know, they do the same thing, and definitely if she goes after the current selected president, she might lose her job as a governor, because tunajua watu wengi wenye wanaenda against Ruto with like what is happening right here. We can't call it land grabbing for real or whatever we are about to discuss. I'm trying to see if I can get the video, but sioni sijui iko under which
Maybe
under
maybe I
not
think I
BNN,
can
not
get
bars.
no.
Kenyan gossip. Let me see.
Let's find it.
Is it on TikTok? I don't know, on TikTok. I saw it on
Kusaidia kutafuta.
Instagram. Let me see. SPM buzz. Alright, there, I got it. Okay, so this is what she had saying.
Why is it that you're doing that to us? Kama ni kwako Mheshimiwa Ruto, wewe ungekubali hiyo ifanyike? We cannot allow that. We cannot allow you to bring down churches. We cannot allow you.
She caught me on the churches part.
Yeah,
though.
she said churches. I'm like,
We cannot allow that. I want to tell His Excellency.
You know, she
you are
was
talking
in church.
about bottoms
She
up.
was on.
She
This
was in
is a
church,
church.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
it was something to do with like a congregation.
Okay.
You talked about taking care of these people who are down here. What is happening now? That the same people are the same people ndio unawaumiza. Why are you doing that? Mimi niliongea na wewe leo asubuhi na ukaniambia vizuri utaangalia. Tukiendelea kuongea hivi, watu wetu wamefukuzwa, makanisa 5 yameangushwa, shule 3 zimeangushwa. El Nino ndio hiyo. Why is it that you're doing that
No, she didn't tell Nino.
to us? Kama ni kwako Mheshimiwa Ruto, wewe ungekubali hiyo ifanyike?
So that is what is going on over there. That is the governor of Machakos, Wavinya Ndeti, and she got emotional over demolitions of the houses in Athi River. So the question is, and that's why I'm saying we can't call it land grabbing or demolition, because the
Demolition.
Demolition.
Removing the
no, not really demolition, land grabbing or ignorance.
Yeah.
You know, because where we can see, Katie, I think you can give us the updates. You have the details.
Yeah, I
Give us the details.
411. Wait, so
Cook.
what is happening is I've realized that this is an issue that has been there since 2015, and the fact that I'm seeing, I was going through the case because I didn't really understand why everybody's calling out the government to come and intervene in the case, because I thought somebody is grabbing this land, and I thought it was the government grabbing this land. So when I was today, I was going through to news. And let me try and find this. Okay, so here it is. I've realized that this land was once owned, not once owned, was owned by a company called Portland Cement. And in 2016, Portland Cement came out and realized there's somebody, I don't know if you guys have ever seen where we have a not billboards, we have small notices on farms,
Land not for sale.
land not for sale. And they realized somebody is trying to sell their land, and they put a very big billboard. It was actually a big billboard, and they said that this land, they even named the lands by pieces. Land is always like it's always named by its measurement and how it is where it is located. They named the lands on the billboard by the names and pieces of the lands. They say these lands are not for sale and they belong to this company. So in 2015, the East African Portland Cement erected billboards warning and suspecting Kenyans against buying its land. Former Machakos governor as well, that is Alfred Mutua, who is right now a cabinet secretary, was previously cabinet secretary for immigration. Right now he was demoted to tourism.
Yeah.
Yes, and also sounded an alarm over claims of people illegally selling land belonging to that company that I'm saying that it's for cement. And Machakos High Court on Friday, October 13th, declared East African Portland Cement PLC as the legitimate owner, leading to demolitions. And remember, now this was this month, and now let's go back to 2016. This company came in 2015, 2016. It came, it told Kenyans, this land belongs to me. Don't sell. Even if somebody is trying to sell this land to you, don't buy. So I feel like there is a lot of ignorance in this, and also a lot of corruption in this, because where did you get the title deeds to sell this land? And also you as a person, maybe you bought this land maybe 2 years ago, of which you never saw the billboard, but also now, without even investigating, some lands are also even have issues. Without you going to investigate, going to the chief to know who was the owner, who was, and why is this person selling this piece of land, there's a lot of ignorance, but also there's a lot of controversy in this, because this means that this land has had a lot of more than 5 sellers, because this was in 2016 where we are seeing the cement company saying that this land is mine, don't buy it. But after that, I bet there were people trying to sell it, so they sold the land. And once the person who bought the land realized that this land belongs to this company, they decided, let me resell it, because this land will bring me issues. I think this is what has been happening. It has been a cycle of reselling this land, because nobody wants to lose their money. So the final owners, or the owners right now, the previous owners, or the people who had been owning the land since the court order, are the ones now facing the problems.
Yeah,
I
do agree partly with it. At a point where I don't do agree, or rather I disagree, is where we say that the current owners are ignorant. First and foremost, I don't believe the current owners are ignorant, because I bought the land. And definitely, if you're saying this land was from the farm, from the cemetery farm, is it cemetery?
No.
Cement farm, yeah. The cement farm, right? The cement farm, right? The cement farm, right? So I didn't buy it directly from the cement farm. So there was an intermediary. We don't know how many people there were in the middle. But so me coming to buy the land, before I get personally a title deed, I have to go through the chief, So I passed through the chief, who is supposed to give me information, didn't give me.
But I'm also
actually
seeing
okayed, just give me a minute. He actually okayed, alright? Buy the land. I bought the land. So personally, I don't think I am to be blamed. And if this is supposed to be something that has to be till ifike kwa demolishing of lands, then it has to be something that has to be discussed.
Exactly.
And then, the person who is right now owning Yendi anateseka, Yendi anapitia easy, the court also has to be considerate, unajua, about it. Because number one, of course, maybe the land is not mine legally, all right? But there was also intermediaries. Let's also consider intermediaries, so that by the time inafika kwa point yenye mimi mwenye naumia, I have to be considered. And that is what I am advocating for.
True.
It might not be my land, but I'm not to be blamed for buying it. unless I knew it and bought it. And there are those circumstances where people who knew that this land was not for sale, but I know something, you can't acquire land without buying. So there was somebody who sold to you. That is how we are supposed to trace it.
Sure.
And I don't, unajua kenye nani surprise is, first and foremost, when you look at Wavinya Ndeti, she's talking and she's saying, I'm conversating with the president in the morning. And then later, people, even before the conversation ends, you guys are already demolishing the land. How did it go so quick? What is supposed to be, what is really happening? Does this land even belong? It gives me question. Does this land even belong to this company? You know,
Exactly.
ask yourself this type of question, because the order imetoka kwa court. The court is the government. What is really happening?
No, answering you guys by the fact that now it is a court ruling that the company is the legitimate owner, it means that there has been a process.
Yeah.
It has been a case, and people are going to case about it. No, you know, the court just cannot wake up one day and go and tell you, you know, you're the owner of this. It has been a process of where their parties are fighting for their lands, and there's this company who is saying this is my land, and there are these people who are saying this is my land,
The
and
court is just supposed to be just. That is what
yes,
I'm
the
asking.
court is just. You know, the court
You
is
can't
very
be
just.
You can't
no,
be just,
Shmani.
man. It's not
You
just.
guys, you're not understanding this. You guys, you need to understand what is happening right here. This is okay. It is very bad that is happening to these people. But imagine, Joby, you're also the owner of that land, and of which you remember people trying to sell your land just because maybe you're not in the country, or just because they thought this land has no owner.
So
But
let me tell you.
let me also, I've seen even the previous governor, who is Alfred Mutua,
And
has
won.
named
Yeah.
even politicians involved in that land reselling.
Yeah.
So it is something that includes these politicians.
Thank
It
you.
is not.
Voted in there.
Yeah, this company you would find it is owned by a politician, and this is why this is happening so quick, because
Exactly.
it was in the court, and by the fact it was in the court, somebody had taken the matter to the
Yeah.
to the court, and by the court just listens and rules according to the evidence.
Yeah.
And by the fact that now the company has provided the evidence, or maybe the lawyer who was now working with the company has provided enough proof, and the jurisdiction was given, it means that this company owned the land.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that these people didn't own the land as well. It means that your lawyer didn't fight for you well. But at the end of the day, look at all these people. They all own the land. There's a legitimate owner, but we all own this land.
Exactly.
Because
So I
this
do
land,
agree.
I bought it. And I have a title deed.
So,
but now look at, we have like how many title deeds, but this one company owns the whole land.
Yeah.
You know, these people will be asked, is it title deeds zote? You know, they are like more than 10 title deeds.
Exactly.
But I have one title deed that is proving this whole land is mine. So where did you get all this, and I didn't sell this land to you?
So it goes back to the
Yeah.
politicians, and I was to say, and I always refer when we discussing land schemes. I've seen this affecting us, where my dad had a land and tulitolewa to one night, like things were just chaotic and all that, and we had to leave. And it goes back to the politicians, because if there was a billboard set, there is something, again, before you set a billboard, there's procedures.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's protocols you follow from the same politicians, from the same government, and you have to, for you to be able to set up ikitu now by shamba, tena again there were rules you had to follow. So what I've come to realize, and it's a discussion I think that has been going on in our country for the longest time, where there's been a scheme of reselling lands.
Yeah.
Again, like 10 title deeds belong to 10 people, but there's an
exactly.
original owner
Yeah.
of this land.
Yeah.
So I personally believe, number one, these people, if the case has been ongoing, or if it happened, or if it happened actually overnight, like where wakuja tu nyumba zao zimekuwa
No,
demolished.
a case is in court. It can't just happen overnight. It is a case.
Listen, so we have to
Kuna
understand,
wenye
is the case.
wamesema, kuna wenye wamesema
Eh.
wametoka church.
Yeah,
Lawyers
wametoka, it means,
demolished.
yes, wametoka, but hawakujua there is a court order because the person who was ordered to go and demolish didn't tell them.
Don't you
we
believe
have warned them.
If I am,
you know
if I am
the
being
problem.
accused, then I'm supposed to have an idea of what is happening because
But-
you're coming for my fake title deed. I built there. I actually agree with you, Katie. Actually agree there is an original owner, okay?
Yeah.
But there is somebody who sold for me.
Yeah.
Okay? So this person who sold for me, if the original owner apparently owns and the court has actually said it is true you own the land, but imagine somebody sold to me this land, right?
Yeah.
So this person, we are supposed to have another case with
Yeah.
him. Unajua? We
Yep.
are supposed to have another case with
Yep.
him because he sold land that is not his
Yeah.
to me, and if he bought from another person, it's supposed to be a case and a case. And
Yeah,
these
all of
people,
them
at
should
the
be
end,
now, you
at
know.
the end of the day,
Mhm.
somebody's supposed to be compensated
Exactly.
for the person who has been apparently demolished land for, and the person who sold and sold. It's supposed to be there is, of course I agree, there's an original owner, but imagine if these people just go scot-free like that, and then I don't get my land is over
Imagine.
10 million building a house in Athi River, 10 million plus owning the land. Nobody can just come
Can
and
you
waste the
imagine
money.
now, whatever you're saying it doesn't even involve the legitimate owner, because the legitimate owner never sold the land to anybody, and he
Yeah.
actually came and said, I'm not selling my land, so don't go and buy thinking I'm the one selling. So
Yeah.
these people who sold are the ones to be arrested, and they are the ones
Agree.
to go back to the courts
do
to
agree.
tell me, why did you sell this land
I do
and the
agree.
owner didn't sell the land? You
And-
know, who are you to sell the land? And by the fact that now we have the former governor announcing that we have politicians involved by selling this land, it means that this is something that is politics, and they are using their seats
So-
to take advantage of poor Kenyans.
As the case goes on, I believe the legitimate owner of this land, the original title deed owner of this land, and the one amekuwa accusia watu
There
shamba.
has to be a
These two,
something.
I believe the owner, there's something with the owner, because
Has
there's
to
no
be.
unaniambia kutoka 2015 KT to
Sorry.
2023.
No, I've seen these things. Unajua Joby, let me tell you one thing about these things. Sometimes land, land is not like a phone. It's not like a...
You not move with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how some things go. We have, maybe utapata iyo land, it was owned by somebody who
It's a
died.
company.
Wait, this land you find, because I've seen this in my family. There is a time my grandfather was fighting for a piece of land, and this land, he keeps on saying that this land these are lands that we owned during colonialism, and right now he's old, and that time these places in Kenya was not developed. We had no many buildings, so when he went to look back to his land, he found somebody had already fenced it. But he has the title deed, but somebody has fenced it, put water and electricity in that land. So he's like, who is selling my land? So he went again and he said that this person said somebody sold him
This
this land.
Exactly.
So who is this person?
So
Where do
the
they pop
person,
from? Where do they pop
let
from?
me tell you what
Exactly.
happens from there. I'm the legitimate owner. I will take the owner, the person who I found on that land, to the court.
Yeah.
And after that, if I want the case, the land remains to be mine. And this other person now who bought a land from an anonymous seller is the one who is going to go
court.
back to court
Exactly.
with the anonymous seller, because you bought a land from a ghost.
But at the end of the day, they have to be compensated, right?
Yeah, this person now, the anonymous seller or the ghost seller, is the one
To
to pay you
compensate,
back.
exactly.
It is not
Yeah.
the owner of the land.
So I
Yeah.
believe actually this was done very prematurely. Personally, that's how I'll call it, because I believe the owners should have been actually alerted. Should have been informed. I think maybe 2 or 4 months earlier.
Or
Walikuambiwa
even
mapema.
if it is from 2015 and it
Yeah.
has been a process, maybe for years and years,
Yeah, ingekuwa mmeshamba, like in case hii kitu ikupate, jua you are in danger,
Exactly.
And from there actually the people who had acquired the land by that time should have taken the serious protocols of now following the person who sold the
Who
land
sold
to
it,
them and
exactly.
start getting the compensation.
And you know,
back.
by the fact that now this has been a case from Kitambo,
Yeah.
the person who sold the land might not even be found. Maybe
But-
this person sold the land and he traveled abroad and you'll never find
the
him.
thing.
And you know, that is very. But also, I have somebody else to blame because the Ministry of Land. Why are
Exactly.
you producing a title
Title
deed
deed.
just like that?
And even before I get a title deed, there is the chief. Why didn't you say this land has cases? There are a lot of people, you know, it is a
Even
lot of
the neighborhood,
controversy.
because I know I cannot just go wake up one day and I say I'm buying land here. I have to know the neighborhood. I have to know what goes on in this area
Yeah.
and why is this land being sold. You just don't wake up and decide I'm buying a land.
Then again, I believe the governor, the ministers, the politicians actually of At the River are also involved.
Yeah,
Because
highly.
this money looks like it has been in circulation and there's someone who has been protecting this. Like ni mtu amekuwa mtu either amekuwa akiuza hizi shamba na akona connections with one of the politicians na amekuwa akimchotea.
Yeah.
Probably that's what it looks
And,
like.
and,
Amekuwa
and
akimchotea.
it sounds even like land grabbing. There's somebody who grabbed somebody's land by force, and maybe it's a politician, went and sold it. And this
Exactly.
is just a replica of what has been happening from back then. You
Exactly.
find somebody in power, the unasikia, they grabbed over millions and millions of land, hectares and hectares of land. You're like, how do you own this? You know, because they have a connection with the land ministry,
Yeah.
and they can get fake title deeds, and then they go and sell for people. Land grabbing, I take your money, I disappear, and you can't do anything. So this is just something, you know, it takes me back. When I even heard about this, I was like, this thing used to happen during Moi's time.
Man,
You know, this
man.
time. And I'm like, where
A
are we right now
lot.
that we are going back? The people right now in government have been accused of land grabbing before. And the people actually demolishing lands, and we are still watching. So it's just a replica of what has been happening.
It's
And you
crazy.
know what I advise people most of the time, if you buy a land and you think that this land has a problem, make sure you go and fence it, put water and everything, and you know, after
But if
you,
it's not yours, they'll come and demolish.
let me tell you something, Shmani. You know, land is a very crucial thing.
Yeah,
I told you,
it
land
is.
is not like
It
a
is
phone.
not. I'm saying if you buy from whoever, Sindio, they'll
No,
still come and demolish.
but now
However,
if it has issues, you
Yeah.
know, if you think this land has issues, make sure you know the person who sold you the land, and
Exactly.
you're sure this land has issues. Fence it. Put water in that plot. You know, this person will compensate you.
Yeah.
He will come, even if he will get now back the land, and you say that this land you got it illegally.
He will have to
But
compensate
by
you.
the fact that you found the plot with the water, with the electricity, and it is fenced, you'll have to pay me back. And of course, I'll tell you, do you know I fenced this when the fences were very expensive?
Yeah.
Do you
So
know?
hiking up the price.
Yeah! That's how you get to work with it, because you cannot just put yourself in the risk of losing your shamba, your plot, and also put yourself in the risk of losing your money as well.
Yeah, and
yeah.
I was telling you guys, I remember it's not even a long time, a few years ago, and I do remember we had owned a piece of land, and my mom was about to build there. So before we built, we lived in small houses. Unajua unaeka ka fracture kadogo
Yeah.
before you build the main house.
Yeah.
So when you want to build, you know there has to be foundation, and you have to dig deep down
Yeah.
the house. So when we wanted to dig deep down, the county assembly apparently comes in and says with letters that pipes za maji, county pipes, providing water for the whole county. So if you go and dig down there, then there's not going to be supply of water.
Yeah, it
so
will
that
damage the
land
pipes.
is not even yours originally.
Yeah.
It belongs, because if it had issues with the pipes, then there's somebody who knew about it, still went and sold it.
But you know, I think those people took advantage of you are not knowing what is going on, because I've seen where even a county water is passing through your land, and they have to pay you because
Yes,
they are
they-
using
they-
your land to pass the pipes, but
apparently-
they don't need to take the land from
Apparently,
you.
they didn't take the land. But now if you want to build, you can't build a house there.
Yeah.
You have to go and look for another place. So meaning somebody who sold the land to my parents
New.
knew, or if she didn't know, the person who sold to her knew. So there is somebody who knew. And at the end of the day, it is a waste of money and a waste of project, because now you have to go buy another land, might be expensive. till you get compensation. First of all, it's gonna take a lot of process. Land grabbing and land issues take 2 years and years. Kama ilianza 2015.
And you might find the first owner of that land had already gotten compensation. So there is no compensation you're going to take.
So you are not going to take from these people. You are going to take from the person who sold you the land. So it is a whole lot of process and might take years and
But
years.
also it
and
is
years.
an advantage. Take that as an advantage. You have water in your land. Not even imagine a pipeline and I put it on my land and I use it to farm.
Period.
Yeah.
But anyway, family, as we come to the end, what we basically say, my conclusion on that, I'd say that I believe those people actually do deserve a compensation because I can't imagine right now, and especially utapata watu wengine ni wazee kutoka 2015 utapata ni watu wako wamelea watu wako wamemalizia high school hapo and all that. So I believe they should be compensated one way or another. The guy behind all these schemes and the politicians involved, we don't know who. They should also be.
They were
The worst
named,
part
you know.
is that nobody has been arrested. Even the area chief, the local chief.
See,
Nobody.
The
corruption.
local chief should be inside as we are talking.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, family, coming to
Before
the end
we
of
come to
today's
the
show.
end of our show, I see Chris is saying, you guys are the best hosts on this radio. I love the topics. Thank you very much. I see Kid is saying exactly 100% Katie. And also Kid is saying that this land scams in every African country. Lola.
That land scheme,
Yeah.
it is. It has been like in Kenya. I don't know, man. In Kenya, it's been a lot.
It's like they normalized.
But it's everywhere, man. I don't know, man. But anyway, family, asante sana for being with us. We are done with our show for today.
Damn, that's the end already.
Yeah, you came in late. You came when we were literally half an hour away, Keith. You came, we set up the show just immediately after Katie's show. So you can catch the rest of the replay for those who have missed this. And of course, leave your comments down below about the land issue and of course about the violence, in marriages. What do you think women should do? And of course, getting married to someone who has been married before. What are your thoughts regarding all those topics we've discussed? So, asante sana from here. We wish you a beautiful day, beautiful morning, evening. It has been amazing. And of course, see you guys tonight on the Africa Today show. But of course, that is how I end it. For
Yes,
me.
family,
Asante
thank
sana.
you so much for tuning in. See you tomorrow morning as always at 8 a.m. We'll be vibing on the Vibe Show. Much love. Have yourself a beautiful evening, morning, afternoon from wherever you are.
Much love, family. See you tomorrow.
Yes, you had it. And of course, see you guys. For those who shall be catching this on a replay, kindly smash the like button.
Culture. Come on.